Accenture, the consulting firm, is forming a dedicated NVIDIA business group. So, this newly formed group will comprise 30,000 professionals who will receive specialized training to help enterprises reinvent processes and scale AI adoption. At the heart of this kind of initiative is Accenture's AI refinery platform, and this uses a ton of NVIDIA products. It leverages NVIDIA's full AI stack, including NVIDIA AI Foundry, NVIDIA AI Enterprise, and NVIDIA Omniverse. So, one of the key focuses here is the development and implementation, interestingly, of agentic AI systems. So, basically, the next frontier of generative AI, agents that are capable of acting on user intent, creating new workflows, and taking action to reinvent processes or functions without total constant human input. Now, apparently, to support this initiative, Accenture is expanding its network of AI refinery engineering hubs globally. They're adding new locations in Singapore, Tokyo, Malaga, and London. Basically, these provide deep engineering skills and technical capacity for transforming operations using agentic systems. And Accenture claims the partnership with NVIDIA is already yielding practical applications. They developed an NVIDIA NIM agent blueprint for virtual facility robot fleet simulation, which basically could help industrial companies build autonomous robot operated software factories and facilities. So, Paul, obviously, is a bit of a, PR win for Accenture and NVIDIA, but it does seem like a pretty substantial initiative and interestingly focuses on agents. Like, what does this mean for enterprises trying to deploy both AI and AI agents?
Yes, I'll start saying we do not give investing advice on this show. Do not take anything I say as investing advice. I will just say, if you think all NVIDIA it does is make chips, like you got to zoom out a little bit. They are everywhere. Like they're embedded in the future of business and the economy at almost every level of the infrastructure. It is remarkable how every other major tech company just wants to tout their relationship with NVIDIA. Like it is shocking to me how prevalent they are in all technology circles. So good on Accenture for, deepening the relationship with NVIDIA. That is a great win. You and I talked about Accenture's Gen AI bookings back in episode 91. I went back and looked.
Yeah.
Episode 91, April 9th of this year. And at that time, they were on track to do 2.4 billion. So this is obviously, like if we can just zoom out, this is a massive growth area for not only them, but other consulting firms. We also talked in episode 104 about the people who we know are making money in Gen AI are the consulting firms.
Right.
McKinsey, Deloitte, Accenture, obviously. Now, how much of this is net new? I have no idea. And I don't even know if they broke it out in their earnings calls, but like, it's great they're doing 3 billion, whatever. But is that net new consulting that they wouldn't have done prior to Gen AI?
Yeah.
Or is the money just moving from, we used to do this consulting, now we're doing this instead? I don't know. But the growth is there. The demand is there. We talked in episode 104 about like, what are the services people need? It's what to do with these language models, whether you're fine tuning them, whether you're integrating them into your business, finding use cases, personalizing use cases, driving innovation, like new markets, new ideas, new products, change management. Like there's so much that needs to happen in enterprises. And there's so few people in those enterprises trained to do this. And I'm not talking about the technical stuff.
Right.
I'm talking about the business side, the HR side of all of this. And that's where the consulting firms have a massive window of opportunity here. And I don't see it going away anytime soon. And then you mentioned the agentic systems. That's a whole nother element to the service mix that we didn't talk about in episode 104.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go back to episode 116, where we had the AI and the AI agents in the enterprise conversation, that's where this is all going. Like now you have this whole world of, we can go build agents in HubSpot and Salesforce and Google and wherever we're going to build our agents. Who's going to build those? They don't have to be developers. They can be business people. Like I've built Jobs GPT and Campaigns GPT. I'm not a developer. So who's going to go in, identify business problems, analyze business processes, build agents and GPTs that do those things more efficiently, in a more innovative way, more creatively? who on your, if you're in an enterprise, you're listening to this, who on your team can do that?
Mhm.
My guess is you're going to struggle to count on one hand, at least on how many people could actually do that. There just aren't business people trained to do these things. And in my opinion, those are the people who should be doing them. It's the people who understand the business pain points and the processes and can interview the people on the team and understand what they go through each day,
Yeah.
identify the tasks, build agents. That's the opportunity here. And so either you build those capabilities yourself within your company, or you got to turn to somebody like Accenture to do it for you. And I think a lot of big companies are going to be turning to companies like Accenture to do it for them.
Yeah, I know that in some circles, big consulting firms occasionally get a bad rap. It's like, oh, we're paying a bunch of money for someone to come in and tell us what we already know or that we've been saying, and it just doesn't come from us. So I sympathize with that. I'm not saying like go hire a big consulting firm, but to your point, how many enterprises have we talked to at this point where it's like, good luck if you think you have all this talent ready to go today to do this stuff. Very
Yeah.
few people do.
Yeah. And I think that was the thing that stuck out to me most. And again, who knows how real these numbers are? Like, this is a
Right.
press release from them, basically, but 30,000 people is a big commitment. I don't know the total employment at Accenture. But what they're basically saying is like, we're going to make a massive bet here. We are going to train our workforce on this. We're going to, I assume, infuse the internal education and training around AI, drive change management among their team, improve staffing, add new staffing. Like, good on them. Like, I love to see this idea that AI is actually creating a growth engine for the economy and for this company
Yeah.
to hopefully employ more people and train those people to do this thing. That's the kind of stuff we want to see. So again, is it actually 30,000 people? Is it going to be everything they're claiming it is in the post? Who knows? Like, it never really is. There's always a PR element to this, but I love the vision for it. Like, I hope they see it through. I hope they build it, and I hope they help a bunch of companies along the way, because a lot of companies need the help right now. And it's on a lot of these consultancies, as you're saying. Like, sometimes they get a bad rap or just assume it's kind of blowing your money, just getting those outside opinions. But a lot of times that's what these companies need, and nothing's going to happen until they go get that third party to come in and drive this change for them.